What's going on, y'all? Riley here from Matt Vapes of Easily, coming at you with a video on something that we got in the shop. It's a pretty cool new thing that I don't think we've ever carried anything similar to this. If we have, we've only carried one, and that's it. We don't carry a ton of them, if any, just because they're super expensive. And the reason that they're super expensive is because they're super nice. This is it right here. For those of you that don't know what this is a DNA 250. This one itself is called the Paranormal DNA 250C. This one is actually made by Lost Vape, which is a great company, makes really good products, especially DNA 250s. They're really, really good at doing this, and they've been doing it really well for a long time. This is just the next one in the long line of really great products. For those of you that don't know what DNA is, DNA is pretty much the cream of the crop when it comes to the vape stuff. When it comes to affordability, it's on the lower end, but everything else is way high. You got, first of all, looks beautiful. Durability, very durable. Compared to, like smoke products and stuff, it's going to last a lot longer. When it comes to the way it feels, the way it hits, the way you inhale, it's got a one-of-a-kind hit to it. Nothing will ever come close to the way a DNA hits. I do say that the Vupu Drag is probably a close second. The gene chip in there is a close second to the DNA chip, but it's still not anywhere close comparatively. The way this thing hits, once you hit a DNA, you'll know that you're hitting a DNA. We like to compare them if we're talking about cars. This is the Ferrari Italia, the 458, brand new, 2019, coming off the line. And pretty much everything else, if it's not a DNA, you're driving a 1998 Ford F-150. Nothing wrong with Ford F-150. I'm a Ford guy myself, but there's a difference between a Ford F-150 and a Ferrari. One is just, a work of art. The other one does what it needs to do very well, but it's just not quite on the level of the Ferrari. The DNA is the same way compared to regular vapes. You're getting a superior product 100% all the way around when you buy a DNA, and they're really nice for that, but super expensive. But you get what you pay for when it comes to the vape game. So we're just going to run down the way this thing works. It's got a ton of settings on here. You can do whatever you want to. There's a website that you can go to customize everything in here. What's that thing called? I'll get back to you on that. But anyways, it'll come to my mind. Go through the way it works. Right now, as you can tell, we are on Kanthal mode, 200 watt, and then you've got settings. So what these buttons are, of course, you got your fire button up top. It's going to say no atomizer. Did I just lock this thing? Yep. Okay. So anyways, fire button's on top. You got your wattage, and, well, I say wattage, but these are actually pretty much directional buttons. They don't necessarily always control the wattage, but they do control the wattage as well. So what you do here is you just kind of scroll and pick what you want to mess with. So if, say, you wanted to go to nickel, you just scroll to where it says Kanthal, and then you click your select button, which is the middle one, and you keep scrolling until, well, you click on it, excuse me. So you click on it, and then you scroll, and then put it on what you want. So, of course, we're going to stay on Kanthal because I don't mess with temperature control. And then the way you change your wattage, you scroll down to the wattage, you click, and then you cycle. You do whatever you want to on there. And it goes anywhere from 5 watts all the way up to 200. Most boxes do that. This is a true 200 watts though. So you're going to get 200 watts out of this every time you press the button if it's at 200 watts. Whereas if you're using a different kind of box, you're going to have different power outputs depending on battery and everything like that. It's never going to be exactly 200 watts every time. And then you can go, let me click out of here. Then you go to your settings. And here you can click on your atomizer. This is where it gets complicated to me because I don't like to mess with a lot of stuff. You can click in here and then look at all that stuff you can change. You've got everything from what kind of material you're using to, you can change the ohms, you can change the power, you can change the temperature, you can change the boost, you can put boost to it. I don't know if you turbo this, supercharge it, you got a pro charger. I don't know what it is, but there's boost in this box. And then you got punch as well, which is another thing that I don't mess with. There is a whole lot of stuff in this that complicates my mind. I don't have time to think about it. I just like to vape. Maybe you're a big, vapor guy that loves to get into stuff that's really complicated when it comes to the vape game. If you are, this is for you. So let's click out of here. Just show you some more stuff on here. You got your puff counter. That's going to be puff info, all that stuff, how long you've hit it, stuff like that. Then you got diagnostics. If you've got anything wrong with the box, you can go in here and it will tell you what's going on with it. And then you got your system settings. In here, you're going to have like your time, what date it is. You can change the brightness. And then you can change what units of measurement, whether Fahrenheit or Celsius. We here in Mad Vapes of Easily live in the United States, so we use the correct form, which is Fahrenheit. For everybody else, you use the wrong stuff, but they do have the wrong stuff in here if you want to use Celsius. Anyways, from there, that's pretty much it where it comes to settings. I'm going to show you what's inside the box. Right here, we've got extra plates. So as you probably saw and are kind of confused on why it's probably got two different plates on it, that's just because we wanted to show both plates on the box. But it's got these right here, which just kind of go onto the box. They are magnetic, and they are pretty well made. They're pretty solid, so really unless you hit them with a hammer, they shouldn't break. So they're pretty easy to get in and out. It comes with a little tool right here. Just stick it on there, pull it off. Pretty cool suction cup, little tool. And then, like I said, it's just magnetic. If I put it in the right way, it'll work better. And then, look at that, you got uniform on both sides. Other than that, you've got your warranty card. Bada boom, put your number and stuff in there in case it breaks. It's not going to. Then you've got your user manual. In fact, I saw that, there it is. That's the website I was telling you about, eScribe. You can go to that website and literally do whatever you want to. The computing power that this box has is 10 times what any other box has. So you can go in there and change the way the screen looks. I've seen people that have had like Fallout themes and Mario themes and all sorts of wild, crazy stuff on their DNA boxes, and you can do all that through eScribe. You can also change other settings and stuff like that as well. Other than that, there is another mode that they have in here that I kind of wanted to not touch with you until we got to this. So we've got replay mode. So on replay mode, the way that this works is you put it on replay mode, and then you hit the box, take a drag. It's going to save exactly how it hit, and then if you click save, it will. So you click save, and then it will replay that again. So very similar to the way you would record something with a camera, and then you press play. It's going to replay it exactly the way it happened. That's what's going to happen with this box. So say you are hitting it at 145 watts, and you hit it for 3.2 seconds, and there was a time where you came off the button and then went back on the button, that will save that. So you can save it, hit replay, and then it's going to hit exactly the same every time with no variations. So the way they explained it on here is that find your perfect hit and save it. And then essentially that's it on other stuff. On this card, it's got viable coils and stuff like that. And it also explains the boost mode, which even reading this, I can't really tell you what the difference is. It just helps you with bigger coils. So other than that, that's pretty much all I got for you. If you got any questions about the box, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Appreciate you watching the video. Peace.